In a comfortable way, lengthen the spine up. Tuck the chin in so it's over your spine, over your hips. And just relax and start to breathe deeply. Let's focus on the breath where the inhale is passive, but on our exhale, we're gently contracting the abdomen inward. So you're gently bringing the navel towards the spine. You don't want to have a lot of effort, but you do want to be aware of that movement in your breath. So inhale is just very passive. And exhale, be aware, start to contract the abs inward. Inhale, let it go, let the lower belly poof out, and then bring it in. If you don't already regularly practice Ujjayi breath, as you are doing this, go ahead and start or implement Ujjayi breath. Remember, Ujjayi breath is where we have that little bit of tension in the back of the throat. You know you're doing it if you just practice holding a mirror, holding your hand up in front of your face, pretending it's a mirror. Open your mouth and try and fog up the hand. That bit of tension in the back of your throat, that is Ujjayi breath. That's a nice controlled breath where we're closing the throat just a little bit. Once you can do it with your mouth open, you practice it with your mouth closed. So I think that you guys probably are already doing this in your practice, but if not, it's a nice reminder to have Ujjayi breath pretty much throughout your practice. If this is new to you, write to me after class and we can talk more about it. When you do it in an extreme way, you sound like Darth Vader. So just tone it down a bit. So let's practice the awareness of the inhale and exhale. Practice that awareness of Ujjayi breath. And to open our class, inhale, bring hands to heart center. Sharing the Omkar chant, also known as the prana, because prana means life force. So we are manifesting the life force that is all around us in a mantra called Om. So let's take a breath in. Om. 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 Shanti, Shanti. And 3 times sharing the Guru mantra, where we bring awareness and acknowledgement to all the teachers that have come before us. Take a breath in. Om Hrim Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Hrim Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Hrim Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om exhale, release. So let's do a few asanas, working our way up to standing. I think in the middle, we'll do some pranayama and then come into the closing part of the class. So go ahead, come into a child's pose, knees wide, arms extended overhead. And let's just enjoy this pose. Allowing the hips and ankles and knees to open. Lengthening the back from tailbone to the top of your head. Remember, you can use a prop underneath your butt, underneath your heels, underneath your forehead. Let's practice awareness and feel the breath, the belly move against your thigh. When we do a standing forward fold, that's the awareness we would like to have too, if we're able to have our belly and chest touch the thighs in our forward fold. Let's stay here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale up to neutral tabletop, whether you're on your forearms or wrists. Cow and cat. First time together. Inhale, come into cow. And exhale into cat. Slow the breath. On your own, do it 4 more times. Really finding a nice fluidity within that pelvis. Flexing and extending the back as best we can. Letting your breath be the first guide to the movement as you undulate between cow and cat. I'm going to do one more, then I'll meet you in neutral tabletop. In neutral tabletop, thread the needle, right hand first. Inhale, bring the right arm out. And as you exhale, thread the needle. Hold here. Try to square off your hips. We have a tendency to lean to one side. Keep your hips as square as you can. Hold here. Nice gentle spinal twist as we warm up the spine. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back to your neutral tabletop. Opposite side, inhale, bring the left arm up, and then thread it through. And hold here. Counting down 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back to neutral tabletop. Right leg extending it behind us. So bring your left knee a little closer to the right, so it's in the middle of the mat for stability. As you inhale, simply bring the right leg behind you, but try not to open up the hip. Keep both hip points pointing down. Keep your abdomen contracted a little bit so you're not introducing an arch to the back. You still want a neutral table back. Neutral table. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release the right knee down. Okay, we're just starting to activate some of the muscles in our glutes and our hip flexors. Now bring the right knee into the middle of the mat for stability. Inhale, extend the left leg behind you, square off the hips, lift it as high as is comfortable to you, without compromising your neutral tabletop or the squareness of your hips. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release down. Left knee is now in the middle. This time extending the right leg out to the side. So keep your hips square, weight over the left hip evenly, and just extend your right leg to the side. That's it. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bring it back. Bring your weight to the right knee. And inhale, extend the left leg out. Again, do your best not to let your right hip start listing to the right. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bring that left knee back. Keeping your foot in contact with the floor the whole time, we extend the right leg behind us and then gently swing it into that lateral movement. So you bring your weight to the left knee. As you inhale, go ahead and slide that right foot behind you. Toes are touching the mat. Inhale again and open up to the side. For some of you, your foot will be flat on the floor. For others, you may be on the edge of your foot or maybe even pointing your toe. That's all good. And now let's bring it back. Take a breath in. As you exhale, just bring that leg back so that the right foot is extended behind you, toes touching the mat. And then bend the right knee and bring it back to the center. Opposite side. As you inhale, extend the left leg behind you, toes behind you. Inhale again, and bring it to the side. As you exhale, bring the left leg back behind you. So it's extended behind you, toes touching. And then bend the left knee and bring it back. This time, same motion, but we're going to try and lift our leg off the floor the whole time. So I'm shifting my weight to the left knee, extending the right leg behind me. Don't collapse in your left hip. And now, swing that leg to the side. Try not to let your toes touch the mat. Take a breath in, and exhale, bring the right leg back behind you. And then gently release the right knee back to the mat. Let's do the opposite side. Shifting your weight to the right hip, extend the left leg behind you, hovering above the mat. Inhale. Go ahead and bring the left leg to the side, hovering above the mat. Take a breath in, exhale, release it back behind you. And release the knee to the mat, and exhale to child's pose. Hold here. For 4, 3, 2, And one, coming into neutral tabletop. Ready for your first downward dog of the day. Curl the toes under and exhale, push up into downward facing dog. Doesn't matter if your knees are bent, doesn't matter if your feet are as wide as the mat. Just warming up. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch your gaze, look at your hands. Inhale, walk your feet forward. Come into a ragdoll forward fold. So bend your knees. Maybe grab your elbows with your hands. Drop the head. We want to feel a nice curve from the tailbone to the top of the head. Doesn't matter where you are right now in terms of how deep the forward fold is. Just want to feel nice. If you can, bend your knees a little bit more and really rest your belly and chest on your legs. You can also do this by resting your elbows on top of your thighs. This is cool too. And tuck the head. It's the same benefit in terms of lengthening the spine and feeling that nice curve. Extend the arms, hands down to the mat. Inhale, walk your feet back into your downward facing dog. As you exhale, deepen the downward facing dog. Keep looking behind you. That's key. Drop the neck, look behind you. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Looking at your hands. Inhale, walk your feet forward. Come into the ragdoll position, whatever it is for you today. Hands grab the elbows, drop the head, just hang around. Let's stay here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Safely coming up, reverse swan dive. Knees are already bent, so lift the head, lengthen the back. Inhale, extend the arms out to the sides. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, release your hands to the sides. Come into the middle of the mat so you can see the computer screen. And let's do the side bend like we did yesterday. A little different variation. We're in Tadasana. Open up the palms, inhale, arms up. At the top, slide the hands down to each elbow. From here, it's a side bend to the right. So take a breath in and exhale, side bend to the right. Square out the hips, drop the shoulders. Now we're introducing a little tension by spinal twist to the right. So we just move, exhale, and look to the right. Small movement. Hold here, drop the shoulders, square the hips. And a little extra tension on the left side, all the way down to the left hip. Take a breath in as you exhale, twist, and deepen your side bend. From this position, let's do the same thing. Take a breath in as you exhale, little twist, looking back behind you, very subtle movement. Anchor both feet. Take a breath in, exhale, come back, and deepen. Hold here. Maybe you want to change your neck position and look under your left armpit. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, gently come up. Inhale again, extend the arms up high, drop the shoulders, and exhale, release your hands down to the side. Let's repeat on the left side. Open the palms, inhale, arms up. At the top, slide your hands down the opposite arm and grab your elbows. Inhale, think about growing tall, and exhale, lateral bend to the left. Take your breath in, and as you exhale, spinal twist, looking to the left, keeping your hips pointing forward. Hold here for one breath, and then exhale, come back to your side bend and see if you can deepen it a little bit more. Let's repeat. Take a breath in, exhale, side bend, spinal twist, to the left. Take a breath in, and exhale, return, and change your gaze so you're looking underneath your right armpit. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, gently come back up. Inhale, extend the arms up high. And exhale, release down. Let's come into a little vinyasa. Come to the top of your mat. Standing in Tadasana, open the hands. Inhale, arms up. At the top, hands together, drop the head and look at your hands. Hold here, tuck the ribcage back in. As you exhale, bend the knees, swan dive down. Keep your knees bent the whole time in this forward fold. So knees are bent. Forward fold with my knees bent. Look behind you, drop the head. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stepping back into a plank. Place your hands on the mat. Take as many steps as you need until you come into your plank. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, gently bring your knees down into child's pose. Inhale up to neutral tabletop, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Change the gaze, look at your hands. Take as many steps as you need. Inhale, walk forward into a forward fold with knees bent. So we're really working on rounding the back in our forward fold here. Not worried about the hamstring. Knees bent. Head dangling. Feeling a nice stretch from elbow to the top of your head. Reverse swan dive. Bend the knees even more. Lift the head to lengthen the back. Inhale, extend the arms to the side. Inhale again and come all the way up. At the top, hands together. And exhale to hearts. Release your hands to the sides. Let's repeat. Open the palms. Inhale, arms up. At the top, hands together, drop the head. Stay here for one more breath. And as you exhale, bend the knees, swan dive down. Keep your knees bent all the way down, even as you achieve your forward fold. Knees are bent, drop the head. Nice curve in that back. Place the hands on the mat. Inhale, walk back to a plank. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring the knees down and child's pose. Inhale up to neutral tabletop. Curl the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. And hold. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Looking at your hands. Inhale, let's walk the feet forward. Forward fold with bent knees, curve back. Reverse swan dive to come up, bend the knees even more. Lift the head, lengthen the back. Then inhale, extend the arms. And inhale, stand up. Extend arms up high, hands together. And exhale to your. Release your hands to your sides. Let's do it one more time. Open up the palms, inhale, arms up. At the top, hands together, drop the head. Stay here for one breath. Exhale, bend the knees, swan dive down. Keep the knees bent. In your forward fold. Drop the head, nice curve in the spine. Place the hands on the mat. Inhale, walk back to plank. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring knees down and come all the way to child's pose. Inhale up to neutral tabletop. Curl the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Chase the gaze to look at your hands. And inhale, walk your feet forward. Knees bent in your forward fold. Hold here. Reverse swan dive. Bend the knees even a little bit more. Lift the head. Lengthen the back. Extend the arms to the sides. Now inhale, rise up. At the top, hands together. And exhale to you. And release your hands to the sides. Okay. Actually, we're going to do it one more time because this is a fun challenge if you're not already doing it. Once you place your hands on the mat, to walk back to a plank, let's see if you can keep your hands in that same position if you go from plank to child pose, to downward facing dog, to walking forward to your forward fold. Okay, it's kind of a nice thing to play with. All right, so we're gonna do it one more time. Think about keeping, once you place your hands, think about that that's their place. That's where they stay. All right, open up the palms. Inhale, arms up. At the top, hands together, drop the head. Take your breath in. Inhale, swan dive with knees bent all the way down. In your forward fold, stay here with your knees bent. Place your hands on the mat. Inhale, walk back to plank. Stay here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring your knees down and continue on to the child's pose. Inhale up to neutral tabletop. Curl the toes under and exhale, downward facing dog. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking at your hands. Inhale, walk the feet forward. And we need a forward fold with your knees bent. Reverse swan dive, bend the knees even more. Lift the head, lengthen the back. Extend the arms to the sides. Now inhale, rise up. At the top, hands together. And exhale. And release your hands. Come to the middle of your mat. And then widen your stance for a nice standing straddle. Remember, we like the feet to be parallel or slightly pigeon-toed, slightly inward. doing a swan dive halfway down. So we start to use those core muscles in our hip flexors to hold us there. If this is challenging, go ahead and put some of your weight on from your hands to your thighs as you come down halfway, okay? That's perfectly fine. Okay, let's begin. Open up the palms. Inhale, arms. Swan dive. Exhale, halfway down. Look down at the mat. Hold. From here, find your left hand. Bring it down to the mat right in the middle of your legs. Spinal twist to the right. Take a breath in as you exhale. Spinal twist to the right. Your right arm is up in the air. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Change the gaze so you're looking down at your left hand. Inhale, bring the left hand back up so you're in your original position at a halfway mark with arms extended to the sides. Good. Let's repeat on the right side. Bring the right arm down to the mat. As you inhale, go ahead, spinal twist towards the left. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Change the gaze so you're looking down at your right hand. And as you exhale, bring the left hand to meet the right and deepen your straddle here, allowing the head to drop in between the legs, looking back. Roll the shoulders behind you so they're not hanging up on your ear. If you can, fingers and toes are all in one line as you look behind you. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your hands where they are, half back. Inhale, right to half back. Exhale, come back down into your straddle, forward fold. Reverse swan dive to come up. Lift the head to that half back. Inhale, extend the arms to the sides. Now inhale, rise up. At the top, hands together. And exhale, release. Let's do it one more time. Open up the palms, inhale, rise up. Exhale, halfway down in your swan dive. Looking at the mat, release the left hand to the mat in the middle of between your 2 feet. As you inhale, spinal twist to the right, looking up towards your right hand. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Change the gaze. You're looking at your left hand. Take a breath in and exhale. Bring the right hand down to meet the left. Opposite side. Inhale. Let's extend the left arm up towards the sky. Your gaze is towards the left hand. Hold here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath in and exhale. Release the left hand back down to the mat. Take a nice, gentle exhale as you deepen your forward fold in this straddle. Bringing your fingers in line with your toes if you can. Dropping the head. Rolling the shoulders behind you. And hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Leave your hands where they are, half back. Inhale, come up to half back. And exhale, release back down. Reverse swan dive. First, lift the head, come up to that half back. Extend the arms to the sides. And then inhale, rise up. And exhale, release your hands to the sides. Toe heel tucking. Back to Tadasana. In Tadasana, close your eyes. Allow yourself just to reset. Exhale, release. Let's come onto our mat. Let's do a nice little spinal twist. before moving on. So you're lying on your back, arms are extended to the sides, palms up. Bringing both knees to float above our hips. Take a breath in. Exhale, contract. Feel that small tilt and float the knees up. As you exhale, knees go right, you look left. And let's stay here for 2 minutes. Coming back to center, take a breath in. Exhale, contract, feel that small tilt and come back to center. On your next exhale, knees fall left, you look right. Stay here for 2 minutes. With each breath, try to sink deeper and deeper into this relaxation here. Come into center, take a breath in. Exhale, contraction, center. Inhale your hands to your knees and exhale, knee to chest. Let the mat support the spine from the tailbone all the way to the back of your head where it's touching the mat. Think about letting go of tension in the hips. As you exhale, release your hands, keep the knees bent and place the feet behind your butt. Here's a really fun sequence. We do 4 little pelvic tilt exercises. Then we do a leg lift. Then we do a little bridge. So we're activating our lower back, lower abdomen, transverse abdominals, and hip flexors. All right, so we remember how to do the pelvic tilt. We're going to do 4 in a row. You can have your hands by your hip points so you know what's going on, or behind your head, whatever feels good. Let's begin. Take a breath in and relax. Exhale, contract, and tilt. Inhale. Exhale, contract, and tilt. Inhale. Exhale, contract, and tilt. Inhale. Exhale, contract, and tilt. Come to a neutral position. Bring your hands either to the sides of your hips, palms down, or underneath your butt a little bit, whatever feels good for a leg lift, okay? From here. Pelvic tilt, and then we extend both our legs so that they're hovering above the mat. So take a breath in. Exhale, contract, feel the tilt and extend the legs. I'm pushing my lower back into the mat so that I'm using the proper muscles. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bend both knees and plant them once more on the mat. Got it? Let's do it again. Take a breath in and relax. Exhale, contract, tilt, extend the legs. Stay here for one breath. Exhale, bend the knees, slant the feet. Coming into a bridge pose. Take a breath in to relax. Exhale, contract, tilt, and lift the hips. Roll your hands underneath. Roll the shoulders underneath. Now really think about bringing the sternum in the direction of the head, shining the heart, opening up the upper chest. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release the upper shoulders, the back, middle back, and release the hips. Nice. Let's do the whole sequence again. Pelvic tilts 4 times. That's just to get the back used to engaging and then disengaging some of those muscles and allowing the hips to have some mobility before we hold a static pose in the leg lift and the bridge. All right, we're ready. Take a breath in. Exhale, contract, tilt. Inhale. Exhale, contract, tilt. Inhale. Exhale, contract, tilt. Inhale. Exhale, contract, tilt. Come to a neutral position. Place your hand next to your hips or underneath your butt, just a little bit. Leg lifts. Take a breath in to relax. Exhale, contract, feel that tilt, roll the legs, extend them, hover them over the mat, take a breath in, and then exhale, bend the knees, plant the feet. Bridge pose, take a breath in, exhale, contract, tilt, start to lift the hips, bring your hands underneath, roll your shoulders underneath, shine your heart, long neck, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1, as you exhale, gently release. Until you can gently bring your hips back down to the mat. Okay, we have time to do it one more time. Immediately think about the fluidity and movement of the hips and how to engage and let go. Okay, this is all about awareness. Let's begin. Take a breath in, you relax. Exhale, contract. Inhale. Exhale, contract. Inhale. Exhale, contract. Inhale. Exhale, contract. So bring your hands into position for the leg lift. And take a breath in to relax. Exhale, contract. Tilt, hold that tension and extend the legs, hovering above the mat. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the feet. Bridge. Take a breath in. Exhale, contract, tilt, lift the hips, bring the hands under, roll those shoulders underneath you, and shine your heart. Take the tension of this pose into the upper back rather than your hip flexors or your lower back. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release the shoulders and upper back, then the middle back, and slowly release the hips. Final twist, extend the arms up to the sides, palms up. Let's extend the right leg down the mat, but keep it active. Your left knee is still bent, left foot is on the inside of your right thigh. As you exhale, roll over the right thigh. You can allow that left foot to stay on top of the right thigh or bring it in front of the right leg, whatever is good for you. You look to the left and hold. Stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back to center by taking a breath in. Exhale, contract with a small toe and come back to center. Left foot is now on the mat and to your right. As you exhale, extend the left leg down and bring your right foot next to the left thigh. Right knee is back. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, roll over that left hip. You look to the right. Your right foot can be either on top of, behind, or in front of your left leg. A little deeper spinal twist here. Relax into it. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come to center. Take a breath in. Exhale, contract the tilt. Go ahead and bend that left knee. Plant your foot. We're going to come to a seated position. So bring your hands, palms down, feel the forearms on the mat next to your hips. And then as you exhale, go ahead and sit up. Come to a seated position for a little bit of alternate nostril. Another way to balance and calm the body, calm the mind as we start to close the class. So you're in position for alternate nostril breath. Close your eyes first. Let's just have a normal breath. Let the body reset. Do your best to have the chest be nice and quiet. Bring your awareness to the movement of the belly, maybe the rib cage. As you find this slow, deep breath first. You never want to just jump into your pranayama. Do it nice and slow and deliberate. Feel the relaxation through the hips now. Feel that really nice feeling of stability and lengthening through the torso and the spine as you hold yourself up in a nice position. Okay, let's bring our right hand into position. Remember, you start with an exhale on the left, you end with an exhale on the left. Let's do it for 2 minutes. I'll time you. When you're ready, go ahead and start. There's no rush. Finish your cycle on the left nostril. Keeping your eyes closed, lower the right hand. And breathe normal through both nostrils. Just enjoying the moment. If you're comfortable, let's stay here without any fidgeting. If you're not comfortable, go ahead and lay down. So whatever position you choose, as you are doing your nice deep breathing, doing your best to still any movement in the mind. Bring your focus to the right ear. And just focus on the sounds that are coming in from the right ear. Whether it's the birds, the dogs, the wind, the cars, the planes, the refrigerator. Just focus on that and let it go. Stay here for 2 more minutes. You're now already in the position of Savasana. If you choose to do so, go ahead. Go into Savasana, or if you're very comfortable in the seated position, stay there. And all together, then take a really big breath and a long exhale. Another very awakening inhale and exhale. As we gently come out of our savasana or meditative pose, gently bringing movement to the body. Ankles and toes, knees and hips, fingers, wrists, elbows and shoulders, undulating the spine, letting the head roll from side to side, lifting the arms or legs. And then if you're on the mat, you exhale, roll to one side. Just hang out there for a little bit, enjoy the stillness. With the help of your hands, as you exhale, I'll come into meditative position once more. So as you're coming into position, this breathing technique, where we have a soft breath, and we're listening through the right ear. In the beginning, first we're focusing on the outer sounds. And as that focus becomes more concentrated without any interruptions, and we can just hear that sound without letting our mind attach a whole story to the sound, and then we start going down that rabbit hole with a lot of brain activity. When we get to the point where we're just hearing that sound, letting it go, hearing, letting it go, hearing, letting it go for a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, there's a transcendence, and you start to hear this inner sound. And for some, it may be a soft buzz or a soft tinkling, but that is the inner sound of your spirit, your body, however you want to say it. But in Tantra, it's the transcendence that happens, and it's really beautiful and it's very calming. And so that's what we're opening the door for when we do that sort of an exercise with our breath, with our hearing, with our focus. All right, let's close our class together by inhaling hands to heart center. Sharing the pranava, Om, one time, take a breath in. Om. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Exhaling, bowing down, the teachers within. Inhaling, gently come up. Once again, open our eyes, like your full awareness, ready for the